MacVoices is supported by Smile, the makers of world-class software like Text Expander. Find out about all their great utilities at smilesoftware.com. Hi, I'm Chuck Joyner. This is MacVoices at NAB in Las Vegas. Folks, I love coming to NAB. I love talking to the people that make the gear that I actually use. This time I get that opportunity because I'm in the Audio-Technica booth talking to Gary about their microphones, and this is one of them. Gary, it's great to see you.
Oh, great to be seen, as they say.
Yes. First of all, thank you for making such a great product. I used to carry wired stuff. In these environments, you always worry, and this thing has been rock solid.
Yeah, this is a great wireless. This is our System 10 digital wireless that you're using here. It's kind of a new generation of wireless. So anyone who has tried to use wireless in the past understands like it's all area dependent, and sometimes you even have to look up your zip code to find out what frequencies to use. Just, it seems very archaic in this day and age. You know, when I turn on my cell phone, I don't need to tell it where I am so I can operate. So I'd love to tell you about all the details of this wireless, but the reality is you turn it on and it works. So all the heavy lifting is done in the receiver section. It scans the environment, it picks a good frequency, it tells the transmitter what it's doing, and if it encounters interference, it actually changes frequencies and you don't even know it. So very small form factor on the receiver side, durable, great sound quality. I mean, you use it, so you kind of know all these things.
Well, I do, and that's what a friend recommended it to me, and I confess I was skeptical.
Right.
But, you know, okay, the devil's in the details. You try it, and it has worked absolutely wonderfully. The battery life is great. For the handset, I think it's two AA's.
Two AA's.
And the base unit charges by USB Mini, so it's a terrific solution.
Yeah, the other thing that's nice about the receiver is it actually has a headphone output with a level control. So when you do get into an environment, you can make certain you're getting good signal. Many times people will use this with like a DSLR that doesn't have a headphone monitor, so you can actually monitor at the receiver. You can charge it off of like a power bank if you don't have your power supply with you. It's a 12-hour battery life on the receiver. And yeah, you know, trade shows are notoriously horrible RF environments. I'm guessing if I would bring up my phone, I would see about 1,000 wet networks. So, you know, this new technology people are very scared of because it does operate in that 2.4. But the nice thing is, this is a newer technology where it does actually move around. So fear not, and use it with confidence.
Now, is there any encoding of any kind going on between these two devices? I mean, theoretically, could somebody intercept my signal?
Well, they do have a handshake, so the transmitter does need to be paired to the receiver. Now, I am certain if someone like the FBI were to come by with advanced scanning technology, but you're not going to have someone using the same system next to you, and you're not going to be picking up their audio because they will know which transmitter is paired with that receiver. So fear not with that.
Well, this is a great unit. I love it, but you're showing a whole lot of other things here, and I want to make sure we get to some of those as well.
Yeah, there's actually a really neat thing that we've had in the line for a while, but I don't think people understand that we have it. So we actually have a side address microphone, which is the kind you see in a studio. It's the long cylindrical. I have it over here. And it's a digital output microphone, but it comes with a lightning cable, so it's iOS compliant. So I can plug it right into my iPhone or my iPad and do voiceovers in my hotel room with no other external devices. So it's really good for on the road for capturing like a podcast or audio for video content if you want to fly in some dialogue. And it's a run and gun, plug and play iOS lightning device. So it's really, really cool.
What's the pricing on that?
$199, and it's a 96K device, so it's high resolution to boot.
Very nice, very nice. I'm always curious about the shotgun mics. You walk around the show floor, inevitably you see every DSLR with somebody's shotgun mic on it. How well do they actually perform, especially in an environment like this?
Well, here's what I can tell you. The reason you see it is because what they put in the DSLRs stink, right? They're little button condenser microphones. They do it because they need to do it, but they're not optimized, obviously. So what a shotgun does is actually give you some directionality. So in an environment like this, if we had the regular DSLR mic, you would pick everything up. They tend to be omnidirectional microphones. They pick everything around them, but you want to focus on a person, and that's what a shotgun does. It gives you some directionality. You know, there's a misnomer. Many people feel that they're going to get like crazy reach, but it's a physics issue. So you will get more directional, you will lose a lot of the background ambience, but usually with the smaller shotguns that you put on a DSLR, you're going to get, in a medium ambient environment like this, you're maybe going to get about 3 or 4 or 5 feet of reach before it becomes unintelligible, which is going to be infinitely better than what comes on the device itself. So you just kind of have to play with that, and definitely an on-camera mic, like something that goes on the shoe mount, like we have a stereo mic that's switchable stereo mono, which is real handy, will be much better than the internal mic in your camera.
Yeah, because I'm seeing a couple shotguns over here of different kinds, and I always wonder. I've never had a lot of experience with those, because again, in this environment, I like the directionality of this,
right,
to make sure that they're hearing you and not the people behind us talking.
I actually have a really handy tip, if I can pimp our YouTube channel a
Please.
little bit. I have a 12 series audio for video tutorial. It's reasonably brand agnostic. We obviously use my product, but it's not about what product to use, it's about general techniques. So it'll tell you how to put on a lavalier microphone, 2 episodes, how to mic the inside of a car if you're going to shoot in a car, how to hold a boom pole. And it has a whole big thing on shotgun microphones as well, with audio examples. So it's kind of like a maybe 1 to 2 year audio education class in 13 episodes on our YouTube channel, and that's at just YouTube Audio-Technica USA.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Folks, I'll make sure I have links in the show notes to that, because I want to go and watch that myself.
It's really handy. Like, I learned stuff making the videos.
Yeah. Oh, you made the videos yourself?
Yeah, we had a audio educator out here on the West Coast. He's a teacher and he's got an Emmy. And he actually scripted it, and I did it in a studio here on the West Coast, and he was a supervisor there. So it's pretty high quality video content, again, without being too preachy on the brand, just more want to educate. Because what we have found, and I've done NAB for a number of years, video people are not audio people. Video is much sexier, audio is the thing you have to do, but it's super important, as we all know.
Because if you don't have good audio, people won't watch the video.
There are a number of studies showing, they show a movie with no audio, and they show the audio with no movie, and the audio is infinitely more emotive than the video content.
And yet, there are times I think that audio is almost tougher to do well, or to get it done right.
It's kind of one of those things, the devil's in the details, and again, the video is much sexier. It's a more fun thing to do, I admit it, but the audio is equally or more important.
Gary, thanks so much for the time. I did want to ask you, tell them the retail price of this unit.
So that's available in either a handheld configuration like you're using, or a lavalier clip-on. Those are about $450 retail, which is very reasonable for a professional quality wireless system.
Yeah. And again, folks, I can tell you it works so well in this environment, so it's going to work well in your environment. Gary, thanks for the time.
No problem. Thanks for stopping by.
Folks, we'll have more from NAB in Las Vegas. Thanks for watching. Visit MacVoices.com for show notes and to connect with Chuck on social media. Get involved in our MacVoices Facebook group and get more out of your Apple Tech with MacVoices magazine, free on Flipboard. And if you find value in it all, consider supporting us at patreon.com/MacVoices and join these folks who help keep MacVoices coming to you. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media at backbeatmedia.com. Bandwidth provided by CashFly at cashfly.com.